good name. All right, so this is business communication subject section 01. Make sure you are in the right section, and also please check your course registration slip to make sure that you are in section 1 only, okay? Especially for direct intake. Okay, because afraid that there is a clashes of timetable, but since I think the case is already solved, right? Okay, so it's okay. So week 1 kita jumpa ke tak? Have we met in week 1?
No, doctor.
Oh no, okay, right. Just that I plan to do a replacement class, yeah, but I don't think so we have time. Maybe I just give a recorded video. Okay, then week 2 also I'm not available because faculty sent me to UTM KL for training, but I did uploaded recorded lecture and also assignment for you to do in your e-learning. Have you watched my recorded lecture? Semua tak jawab? Tengok ke tak tengok?
Tak tengok,
Awak,
Doctor.
did you watch my recorded lecture? Yes, alright. Sufri, do you watch my recorded lecture?
Of course, Doctor.
Of course lagi, bukan yes, of course. Alright, okay, thank you. So I hope you watch my recorded lecture. It is introduction of business communication, and later on I will ask you question to make sure that you really understand in topic 1, yeah. Alright, so this is what I plan for our overall week. You can refer to in your e-learning. Okay, so what I want to do today is first I want to brief you on the coursework assessment. Yeah, so please take note in this subject, in this course, you are encouraged to converse in English. Yeah, but at the same time, to make you understand some term more familiar, so maybe I will translate it in bahasa. But everybody is encouraged to talk and to ask question in English. And also, I hope everybody will participate in this class. Every time I ask question, every time I ask comment, every time I ask for your opinion, please don't waste time. Straight away answer my question, because I will also evaluate you based on your participation in class. Okay, I cannot manage to call every name in this class because there are about 46 students. Okay, so every time you ask question, so at least I already call your name. Okay, every time you answer my question, so at least I know you, and I will acknowledge you. Okay, so that's why I said, please make sure this class, this is an active learning class. Okay, even though currently it is a fasting month, so I hope everybody will bear, because I will not finish the class sharp at 5. Saya faham you all also tired, okay? So maybe I'll stop at 4:30 or maybe 4 like that, yeah, 4 plus like that, so that everybody can prepare for your breakfasting. Alright, so let me explain on your assessment. Okay, it is a good news that this subject, it does not have any final examination. Good news or bad news?
Yeah, it's good news, Doctor.
Good news. Okay.
Yeah.
Awak very happy. Okay. But it is not the end of the learning. Okay. Even though there is no final examination, you can see here a lot of tasks you need to do. Okay. So for assessment, the marks allocated is 60%. So you can see here we have 3 quiz. Quiz 1, quiz 2, and quiz 3, which carry 10% each marks. So please make sure usually I will inform you the time when I want to do the quiz. So please make sure you attend the session to make sure that you entitled for the marks for your quiz. Okay, for example, if I want to do quiz next week, I will remind you earlier. Okay, I will remind you a week earlier so that you know there is a quiz. You cannot miss the lesson. Okay, if you have a valid reason, for example, medical leave, then it is acceptable. Okay, but usually for a small reason, for example, balik kampung, go to the mall, apa lagi? Go for window shopping, especially now it's during near to Raya, it will not be acceptable. Okay, so please make sure you attend every class. Attendance is very important. Okay, when you say there is no final exam, so that means Dr. T will not bar us from taking final exam. No, because I will check every single attendance. Okay, and if I plan to do quiz on that particular week, okay, so that means that you already have time to prepare for your quiz. So I will not accept any reason if you are absent on that day. Clear or not class? Ke dah takut? Clear or not? Clear ya? Jangan takut ya, saya tak garang. Saya bukan seorang yang garang. Kalau tanya
Clear,
Fakhrul Azim, dia tahulah. Right, clear ya? So make sure attendance is very important. Please attend every lesson. Okay, then you can see here also midterm test. Very high mark there. 30% for midterm test. Actually, if you can see here, quiz 1, 2, and 3 and midterm test, it is already covered your final exam. So that's why please make sure you attend the midterm test and also quiz because this is the mark. Okay, only I will repeat the quiz for a particular student with a valid reason only. Okay, then another assessment which is individual assignment whereby you need to prepare your video CV. Okay, I'm sure during your year 1, semester 1, you also did this, right, for your graduate success attribute subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't give me the same version, yeah. Okay. Don't give me the same video. No. For this task, there are many requirements and guidelines that you need to follow. Maybe some of the requirement a bit the same with your graduate success attribute VCV, but this is more toward business communication. Okay, and the mark is very high. If you can see there, 15 marks. Okay, then the next one, this is very important, teamwork. Because it's carry 25% and 2 tasks will be assigned for this group project, whereby we have group project 1 and group project 2. Please make sure even though this is a different task, but I want the group is still the same with the same member. Okay, so that means for group project 1, group project 2, still the same team member. Okay, jangan tukar-tukar member pula ya. Group 1 lain, group 2 lain. Okay, that means it must be same team member. Okay, so you already here for 2 years and for direct intake 1 semester, so maybe you have your own choice of your own team member. Okay, so for this group project, you need to be in 6 members in a group. Okay, so how many students we have here? Okay, let me check the participant because in the WhatsApp I have about 46 students. Maybe 2 students absent today. Okay, for those of your friend that you know absent today, please inform he or she to PM me. Okay, so I think we have about 46 students. Okay, so 6 person in one group. That means it should be about 7 or 8 group. Okay, So the maximum number of members is 6 person only. Okay, so now let me explain about group project 1. Okay, group project 1 carry 10 marks. Okay, it is more about a social media branding. Okay, why I say it's a social media branding? Because you need to develop a content of the video. Then I'll give option for you to upload the video in your own YouTube channel. Then, or maybe in your TikTok. Semua ada account TikTok? Awak, do you have TikTok account?
No, doctor, I'm just watching.
You just?
I'm just watching. I don't have TikTok.
All right. Oh, okay. Gazian, you have TikTok account? Ahmad
Yes,
Gazian?
doctor. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, what
just to watch some
about?
videos.
Alright. Okay, what about Nabila Shafinas? Do you have TikTok account?
No, doctor.
Not interested.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it is an option only. Okay. If you upload the video in your YouTube channel, you give me the link. Or if you don't want to upload in any of your social media, because actually the social media, who knows, it is viral. You talk about empathy, you talk about green technology. So people will promote your video. Who knows? So that's why I said, but it's up to you. If you don't want to upload in your social media account, you just give me the recording. Okay. So what you need to do for group project 1, so you can see here. Actually, you can also refer in your e-learning because I already uploaded all your coursework assessment in your e-learning. Have you checked it? Is there or not in your e-learning?
Yeah, it's in
Yes, doctor.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, so I just brief you again. Okay, you are required to develop a video or content regarding any issues involving community, economic, socio-economic, culture, and the issue must highlight the importance of cultural diversity and social well-being in Malaysia. All right, but I want to ask you first, what is your own understanding on cultural diversity? Anybody? Please answer. What is cultural diversity? Right, semua diam. Do you know what is cultural diversity? Okay lah, saya tanya Fakrul Azim lah. Fakrul Azim, do you know what is cultural diversity?
No, doctor.
Ha? Tak tahu?
No.
Okey, tak apa. Tak tahu, kita tahu kan. Okey, let me ask Lim Wai Ching. Lim Wai Ching, do you know what is cultural diversity?
Tak tahu.
Tak tahu juga. Lim Wai Ching, you are my PA, right?
Yes.
Yes, alright. Okay, we ask counseling. Semua saya tanya PA saya.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, what is cultural diversity?
I think it's different religions.
Yes, correct. Not only religion, but also different in terms of
Different belief.
belief. Okay, thank you, counseling. Different belief, age, gender, races, even though you are like what you have now in this class. Are you in a situation of cultural diversity? Zian.
Yes. Yes, doctor.
Yes. You are right. You are from where are you? Where are you from?
From,
Awak?
From
Sorry,
Sudan,
I
doctor.
can't remember. Sudan. Okay, thank you. Awak from Sudan, Gazian from Indonesia. Konziling from Malaysia, Fakrul Azim from Kedah. Okay, you are from many different type of place, but you meet here in one platform. So this is what we call cultural diversity, and you are working together instead of your differences, but you are in a same teamwork, same beliefs, same meaning. Okay, so this is what we say as cultural diversity. Okay, my second question. Social well-being. Anybody know what is the meaning of social well-being? Kelas, takkan tak tahu. Okay, I want to ask Ikmal. Ikmal, are you there?
Ada doktor.
Ada. Ikmal PAI ke?
Ha.
Bukan.
Betul.
Betul tengok. Dia pun tak sure ya. Dia PA siapa? Alright, Ikmal, what is social well-being?
Tak sure doktor.
Tak sure. Okay, tolong cari dekat Google search ya. Nanti I tanya lagi. I will ask you again. Okay, thank you, Imal. Who knows? Anybody from this section? I'm sure you always read. You always read in Google. You always read your Facebook. You always read many issues. You also watch documentary. You watch news. What is social well-being?
Doctor.
Sorry.
Yes, Atika.
I feel like it's either relationship or how people want to be accepted by others.
Okay, can be accept. Right. Right. Okay, thank you, Atika. Okay, I cannot read. Ahmad Ghazia, maybe you can read what you have write in the chat box.
Okay, doctor. So it's kind of like the quality of life in a certain community or places.
Yes, that's the right answer, Ghazian. Thank you very much. The quality of life. How to achieve a same balance of quality of life without any barriers and gap. Within, for example, we have B40, we have T20, we have M what? Anybody know? You should know. What is it? What is the category of income?
M40.
Yeah? B40, after B40?
M40,
M40, after M40?
T20.
T20. So that means even though there is a gap, a barrier in terms of income, but still everybody is working together in order to develop our own community. Okay. For example, the tragedy of flood that happened in Selangor, what can you see? People from other state, what they do? Abang Viva. What Abang Viva do? Do you know who is Abang Viva? Tak tahu juga? Tahu. Okay, what Abang Viva did?
It helps the flooding area of
Help the
Selangor.
flooding area. We have Generation X, we have Generation Y, we have Generation Z, we have Millennials. So who are you? Generation sendiri pun takkan tak tahu. Oh, I ask Awab lah. Awab, you are in which generation? Awab?
Sorry, doctor. Can you repeat again?
You are in which generation? X, Y, Z or millennial?
Like what, doctor?
Yeah, you are in which category? You know what is the type of generation?
No, doctor.
No, okay, never mind. Later after this you will learn. Okay, thank you, Awab. Okay,
Okay.
anybody know why I mentioned about generation? What actually the classification of the generation? According to what?
according to the years that we were born.
Yes, the years that you are born. Okay, so Atika, you are in which generation?
In Generation Z.
Z, not
Born-
millennial.
No.
So who is under
1999.
category of millennial?
1981 until 1996.
All right. Okay, so you are Generation Z. So what is your role towards helping people in Generation Z? Towards helping people in Generation X. Who is in Generation X? Your
Our
grandparent, right? Correct.
think
Bukan?
parents.
Generation X.
Parents.
Is it your grandparent?
Grandparents, I think boomers.
Oh, grandparent boomer. So siapa yang X?
Parents, because like
Parent.
from 1965 to 1980.
To 1980. That is under Generation X. Okay, actually there are many range of age. Yeah, some author they have a different range. Okay, some author also they have a different age gap. Okay, so maybe we can refer to one age gap for each generation. Okay, so that mean so you already clear what's the meaning of social well-being. Okay, so what I want you all to do is to develop a video or content with a time limit of 7 to 10 minutes. Then you need to work together with your friend. Discuss any issues. For example, community. When you talk about community, what is your role towards your community? Especially we know some people that are being affected with a pandemic COVID-19. So maybe you can create a situation whereby you organize a crowdfunding. So it's called as empathy. Okay, then you are looking on technology. You are talking about green environment. So maybe you can create a content about a campaign towards recycle. Okay, so you understand or not what I want you all to do. Okay, and here, you look here. The content you need to discuss with your member, and each of the member, they must have their own role. Okay, you can develop your content, okay, your script based on your storyline. Okay, the video can be in terms of documentary. Okay, maybe you also plan to do a talk show, or maybe most of you are already in campus. Maybe you plan to shoot outside, outdoor shoot, plan for a drama. So it's up to you because the format is based on your group creativity. Or maybe it's difficult for all of you, for the members to meet face to face. Or maybe you can also plan for an online shooting. For example, you do a documentary, you do a talk show, or maybe you do a drama. Drama also can be done via online. Yeah. Just that you just need to change the background. So you are young generation, so you should know how to discuss and come up with idea on how to make your group content and story layout creative, because every single thing will be evaluated. Okay, and also make sure, for example, you have 6 members, make sure everybody have their own role. Okay, semua ada tugas masing-masing. The team leader especially has assigned the task for each of the team member. Okay, you understand not what I want you all to do? Tak payah lama pun, 5 to 10 minutes of video. Class, you understand or not? I'm sure all of you are very creative. Not only creative, but you are innovative, and also you like to think out of the box, and also you are also a future director. Who knows, you are also the future actor, actress. So this is time for you to show your potential, your skill. All right. Okay, then for this group project 1, it must be in terms of 2 works that need to be submit. Okay, first the group written report about your storyline. Okay, about your the reflection of the program. Actually, what what your content is all about. So you need to write it in terms of a report. Okay, report maybe not too long. 5 to 10 is enough. Okay, and then you need to submit me your video recording. Is what format you want to submit to me. But make sure I can open your video later on. If you plan to upload your video in your own YouTube channel, you need to provide me your YouTube link. Nanti ada pula yang risau, oh habislah lepas ni Dr. Teh tengok semua saya punya video. Alah tak apalah, at least viewer you tinggi lah, right? Okay, so the wave income, you can see why people like to make content, have their own YouTube channel. Why? Class?
Because it will make a money.
Yes, it will generate income. Okay, you will
Yeah.
get money from that based on your viewers. Okay, maybe you can do also this as your part-time. Okay, but your focus is more towards study. Okay, so this is group project 1. Okay, so let me discuss another task, which is group project 2. Okay, you need to be still in the same group, but this is more towards company case analysis. Okay, so you can read the instruction here. Alright, for this one, you need to submit me a written report also. Okay, later I show you what actually you need to write in your written report. And also you need to do a presentation of your report in terms of video recording. And who knows, later on we'll meet. Maybe you may do the presentation during class. Okay, so we'll see what happened on 8 May. Right, then this is the format. Okay, submission also week 14, yeah. So that's why I give you all the tasks earlier so that you can plan and submit me the work that according to my standard. Since this course is no final examination, that's why your work must up to my standard. Okay, tak semua benda mudah kita nak dapat. You must work hard, you must have an effort. So that's why I give you earlier so that you can plan earlier. I don't want a last minute work. I know, yeah, I already in education for many years, and even though the students submit work, I still know whether it is a well-planned submission or either it is a last minute work. Okay, so my advice here, please plan accordingly with your group member, and you can start the work early if you can, because I know you also have many assignments from other courses, so you should know how to balance your time for all the works. Okay, bukan senang nak dapat degree. It's not easy to get a degree. That's why you need to do all the coursework assessment in order for you to achieve your grades for each course. Alright, so let us see. Okay, this is the mark, how I allocate the marks. Alright, so let us see what actually. Okay, then for this work, you need to submit also your peer evaluation form, because there is also an evaluation for teamwork. Okay, so you need to evaluate your team member. Okay, so that means this is you, and you need to rate each of your team member in terms of their participation and teamwork. You can see here the rubric. Okay, so you need to rate. For example, you already set a meeting with your friend. Okay, then you put if your friend always give excuse, then you know how to rate this person. Okay, so you can have the rubric here for you to evaluate your own friend. Okay, so this is the question for group project 2. Okay, so you need to choose any multinational company located in Malaysia or other country. Okay, first I want to ask you, what is the definition of multinational company? Anybody know? We have local company, we have international
Company
company.
that
Yes.
operates on multiple countries.
Yes, company that operate or have branches in many country. Or maybe they have one company that located in one country, the origin or the parent company, but the company also open many branches in many countries. Okay, thank you. Okay, then the industry of the company that you choose, there are no limit. You can choose banking, you can choose construction, you can choose oil and gas, you can choose also telecommunication and digital business company, education, for example, and also other industry. And your task here, you need to do research about the company based on the highlighted issue. Okay, the situation has been given here. Okay, so you need to relate it with an actual company. Even though you choose Maybank, you don't know because you an outsider, but you don't know what are the problem facing the company internally. So you expect this problem also happen in their company because every company sure they have problem with their communication because they have a many variety of culture that work in the company. So sure they have the barrier in terms of culture and individual communication. Okay, so what are the challenges? Okay, the company, they have many social media platforms such as blog, wikis, social network, okay, to support the team. But it was not being used or by the staff in the company. That means the company already provide many platform for them to communicate, but they never use the facilities. They never use the platform given. And also there are many complaints from client, from customer about the quality of the product and also the service delivery. Okay, and also because the company has many races, many people from different company, there is an issue of misunderstanding and lack of trust because of the cultural diversity that happen in the company. There are many people from many countries, but still they cannot come up with one shared meaning. Okay, so as the corporate communication department of the company, so this is what you need to do. 6 issues. You need to prepare a well-planned business communication strategies, okay, by referring to these 2 model. Okay, so don't worry. If you can see here, fair approach and aim planning, you don't know what is fair approach, what is aim planning, don't worry because next week I will cover this topic so that you can start to do your assignment. Okay, first you need to write about the company profile. Okay, then explain again what are the issues faced by the company. Okay, based on your own interpretation, okay, based on your discussion with the class, you know this is the issue, this is the challenges. Okay, you need to derive with your own SWOT analysis. Class, do you know what is SWOT analysis? I'm sure you know, right?
Yes, Doctor.
Right. Okay, so I'm sure everybody know what is SWOT analysis. So you need to prepare a SWOT analysis and you relate back with the issues and challenges faced by the company, and you need to write what is their strength, what is their weaknesses, what is their opportunities, and what is the threat that will affect the company. Okay, then number 4, you propose activities for an effective business communication. Okay, for example, how you want to improve the usage of the communication platform. They have social media, they have wikis, they have blog, but it was not being used by the staff. So how you want to encourage them? Maybe a reward. Have you learned OBE or not? Organizational behavior. Class?
Yeah, we already learned that.
Semua dah belajar, right? What happen if people are being promised with a reward? Especially financial reward.
They will get motivated.
They will get motivated and will work harder to achieve the company target. Because why? You are being promised with a reward. Maybe you can put that. You can see it also training, coaching program, mentoring program. Okay, then number 5. So this is based on what we will learn next week, fair approach and aim planning. So you need to develop your business communication strategy. Okay, and your proposal need to be presented to your board of directors. So imagine you are doing paperwork for your department. You are a head. You lead a corporate communication department, your company, and you need to come out with a paperwork, a proposal on how to improve company, the staff, communication process, communication and individual communication, and also intercultural communication. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to do for group project 2. All right, so I already briefed you on the 3 assessment that you need to do. So I hope everybody is clear. But if later on when you already start doing your work, you have question, you can always ask me during class or you can WhatsApp me. Okay. So what you need to have now is to develop your group. Okay. Later on, please update me your team members with your group name. Okay, not now, after class, because I need the detail. And please make sure group 1 and group 2, it is a same team member. Okay, then another one. For business communication class, okay, so I already planned that I will organize 2 webinar that related to business business communication. One is for section 2, one is for section 1. And I need cooperation from the group to select your member representative. For example, if we have 8 group, you need to appoint 1 member to help me and also to assist me on the webinar development later on in terms of paperwork, in terms of technical, in terms of Google Form survey, in terms of poster. Okay, so that means, okay, for the group representative is not necessary the team leader. Anybody can be a group representative. All right, any question?
Excuse me, Doctor. Is it
Yes.
confirmed that we have to attend face-to-face class after Raya?
Okay.
Dah confirm ke, Doctor?
Online, itu dah bukan soalan berkenaan dengan
Ah.
saya punya coursework.
Just curious.
Alright,
Yeah,
so okay. Thank you, Sufri. Alright. Okay, so TDA, team Deputy Dean of Academic, plan to have a briefing session with the student on 19 April. Okay, so we'll brief you on that, but by next week, faculty will update you on that. And what you need to do now is to fill in the Google Form survey. Okay, then update your information. Okay, but most possible class face-to-face will be conducted. Okay, so this is what I need to inform you, because most of the university, okay, either private or government, they already conducted their face-to-face class, and UTM, we are moving towards that. Okay, all right, Sufri?
Yeah. It's alright.
Okay, so please scan your attendance first for this class. I'll give you 2 minutes. If done, put a comment done. Sorry, I have to answer many WhatsApp. All right, so done or not? Okay, can I move to the next slide? Okay, so I'm sure everybody already watched the recorded video that I provided to you last week. Okay, so in the recorded video, I do brief you about the importance of credibility. Okay, people will only believe you and the information that you inform if you have the credibility. Okay, now I want to ask pop quiz to any of the student here. Arif Iskandar. Arif Iskandar, are you there?
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah. So do you feel, do you feel excited to go back to campus?
Yes, Doctor, of course, because it's our first time, my first time.
My first time. So that means you have planned to go back to campus, right? And you already made the preparation?
Belum, tapi memang dah plan.
Alright. So how about college? Everything settled or not? Sekejap ya, wait lah. Alright, okay. My question here, okay, thank you Arif. So I want to ask ada Esther Tang. Okay, Esther, you watch or not my recorded video last week?
Yeah.
Okay, so I talk about credibility, right? I cannot hear you clearly lah, Esther.
Yep. Can you hear?
Okay, right. Okay, so what are the elements of credibility?
We have 3 C's.
Yes, what is it?
Competence,
Mm-hmm.
caring, and
Yeah.
character.
All right, thank you, Esther.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to ask Nabila Shafinas. Okay.
Yes, Doctor.
All right, Nabila Shafinas. Competent is one of the element of credibility that makes people believe you. So, how to make sure that you are being called as a competent person?
How to elaborate? Okay. As for
In quiz
my
just now, I asked you about that. How to make sure that people belum scan. Alright, what the question I asked just now in your quiz that related with competent? You are measured by your past what? Class. People
Ability
know
to manage.
past track record
Yes, past track record of your past performance. You are able to complete the project very well, and you are managed to close the tender. You are managed to bring a potential and big client to your company. So people acknowledge you as a competent person. Okay. So and we also have another two categories, which is caring and character. Okay, when you have the credibility, okay, then only people will believe the information that you inform. Okay, for example, if you receive a call from an insurance agent or financial planner, you still listen to him while he's promoting the bank product, or you hang up the call? Or you said, sorry, saya ada meeting ya. Padahal tak ada meeting pun. What did you do? Have you ever received that kind of call? Tak pernah? Sufri pernah tak?
I don't
Pernah,
think so. If any call that macam tu, I will assume it's a scam. So
It's a
I put
scam.
down-
So you
put down
never
phone.
answer.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, thank you. So what about the rest? Have you ever received that kind of call? Said the person is from this bank, blah blah blah. I want to say that you are the lucky person that they choose you to have a special discount. Do you willing to listen more, or you said you have other things to do, or you just hang up the call? Class.
Normally, we'll just mention I'm busy.
Busy, right? Okay,
Yeah.
why you don't want to listen to him or her?
Like Supri said, might be a scammer normally.
Might be a scammer. Okay, so that means
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Okay, so that means this person, they don't have the credibility to make you to further listen on the information that you want to deliver, that they want to deliver. Okay, so that's why the important things, because later on you are a manager, you are an executive, you work with a company, you are a potential employee, so you need to have credibility. To make sure that you can perform the works very well, and also to make sure you are able to communicate with others. Okay, I come across this name, Anang Nai Sanap. You are from Thailand?
Hello, doctor. No, I am Malaysia.
Malaysia, okay. Because your name like Thailand girl.
I'm Siamese.
I mix. Do you have any?
Siamese. I am
Oh,
Siamese.
mix. Your father or your mother?
Both. But
Both.
I am Malaysia, not
Okay,
Thailand.
okay. All right. So what should I call you?
No.
Anong. Can I? Anong.
Yeah.
All right. What your friend call you? Anong
Still
also.
same, Anung.
Anong. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So to make sure I can pronounce this correctly, Anong. Okay. Okay, Anong.
Yes.
Last question I want to ask you. All right. So do you feel comfortable talking with a stranger in telephone? In a telephone conversation? Anong?
Sorry, doctor, can you repeat?
Okay, when somebody you don't know the number, is it you avoid the call or you pick up the call?
I just pick up the call.
Okay. So do you willing to
And,
continue with the conversation?
I just ask who or she or him, who or she or he. Then if they say they from bank or what, I just end the call.
Oh, just end. Okay. Without any notice. Yes. Okay, never mind. That's the right way actually. Okay, so why we avoid to talk with, okay, thank you Anong. Okay, why we avoid to talk to stranger? Because we don't believe them. That's the problem, because they don't have the open also the email, the spam email. Sometimes. But please make sure you delete it, right? The spam email, okay? Because maybe some is virus, some is more scammer because they said they want to give us property single communication that you did with a person, because all this involved with the issues of credibility. Okay, so let us look into interpersonal communication process. Okay, do you know in a communication, there will be a process from sender to receiver. If you can see here, okay, communicator A is the sender that want to send the information. So you can see they encode the information, and they encode mean they deliver the information. Okay, sorry, I forgot to record. Did I record it? Okay, sorry for that. All right. Okay, then the message will go to the flow of process. Then the next person who is the receiver, they will receive and decode back. That means they interpret back the information that you want to share with them. Okay, then the process will go again and again. So that's why interpersonal communication must involve two person. Okay, for example, when you send WhatsApp to me, it's involve your communication with me and yourself. Okay, so in between the communication process, you can see here, there will be noise. Okay, noise means something that will disturb the information delivered. Okay, so both the sender and receiver, they will not share the same meaning. Okay, so you can see here, this is the meaning of encode, decode, as what we discussed just now. Okay, shared meaning. So that means both you and your receiver must come out with the same understanding about ideas, thought, and feeling. Okay, for example, just now, I asked a question that related to the topic that I discussed. Okay, but what I get in return? Class. Class, are you still there?
Yes, Doctor.
All right.
Just
Okay,
now
so
the correct answers.
okay, so I asked you about assignment, but you asked me about another thing. Okay, so that means we don't have a same shared meaning. Yeah. So for example, when we talk some issues, some information, both the sender and receiver, they must come up with the same understanding about the topic or the idea. Okay, so that's why shared meaning make it difficult, because there will be external noise, there will be internal noise, and also based on your own perception, because some people say they have more experience. Okay, dia ada pengalaman yang lebih, so they have a different interpretation. Okay, now we see what is the meaning of physical noise. Okay, for example, external noise that makes a message delivered difficult to hear. Okay, for example, a person call another person, but the line connection is not stable. Do you think physical noise will happen? Class? Line is not clear. Do you think the receiver will listen and understand the information that the sender want to send to?
No.
No, because there is a disturbance. There is in term of noise. The line is not clear. You cannot hear clearly what actually Dr. Teh is talking. Apalah dia bebel ni cakap Rati, because your line, your internet is not stable. That's the example of physical noise. Okay, then you have psychological, physiological noise. Okay, this happen because some people, they have illness, hearing problem, memory loss. Okay, so that means the message also will not come out in a shared meaning. Then also we have semantic noise. Okay, both the sender and receiver, they have a different understanding, or different meaning. So the shared meaning cannot be achieved. And also we have psychological noise, different attitude. For example, currently you are fasting, you feel tired, and you cannot focus clearly on what I'm saying. Okay, so that means the attitude, the ideas, the emotion will be different. Okay, so this is the type of noise that will disturb the flow of process of communication. Okay, same also with this one. Okay, if the person they have more lifetime experience, so they will highlight their opinions, and of course the shared meaning also cannot be achieved because of the lifetime experience. Okay, then we are talking about emotional intelligence. But first, I want to ask you, do you understand the meaning of emotional intelligence? Or EQ, pernah dengar tak sebelum ni? Have you ever heard?
Yes, doctor.
Right. What is it? What is emotional intelligence? What is it? Okay, never mind. It's about how you manage and control your emotion when you are dealing with some situation. For example, how you control your temper, how you control your face expression if you are not happy with the news, and how you control your attitude, your behavior, and also the way you respond to another person. Okay, this is what we call as emotional intelligence. Okay, so it can be divided into 4. Awareness, self-management, you control yourself, and also you have an empathy. Okay, for example, what's the meaning of empathy? Semua dah slow ni, mengantuk dah ke?
Empathy, I think, is how you can relate to someone's sadness.
Yes, correct. How you put yourself in other person situation or put yourself in other person's shoe. Okay. So this is the meaning of empathy. Okay. So you understand the person's situation. So that means you are not angry. Because you know he's not capable on doing that. Okay. So this is why everybody should have an empathy. Okay. For example, you work in a team. Maybe some student, one of your team member, they are sick, okay, and also have other commitments. So you need to put yourself in that person's shoe, understand his situation. Okay. Same also later on if you are an employer, you are a manager, you are a team leader, you are assistant manager. So you have your staff. So you need to have empathy and also relationship management toward your staff. Okay, so this we already discussed just now. Okay, I move to the next one. Okay, so please make sure, please control and take care of your emotional intelligence. Okay, then active listening. Okay, what is active listening? Currently, am I in the situation of active listening? Did I get cooperation from you in terms of active listening process? Yes, I'm sure yes. Saya tanya, saya yang jawab balik. Because why? Every time I ask question, you will answer that. Yes or no? You are still in active listening class?
Yes,
Yes,
doctor.
doctor.
Yes. Okay, semua dah mengantuk, dahaga, don't worry ya. After this, you will have your weekend. Okay, so active listening. When you deliver a communication, you need to make sure that there is a feedback from your participant. This is what I'm doing now. I'm expect a response from yourself. So that's why active listening process must be going on in that situation. So to make sure that active listening component is there, first you need to have all this. First, paying attention. Okay, allowing time to express yourself, listening carefully to the information. This is what we say as paying attention. Okay, then holding judgment. You share your ideas. So that's why every time during my class, I will call name and I will also ask your opinion. Okay, this is what we call as the process of holding judgment. We will share ideas and feeling, and you feel safe to express your idea to me. Okay, there is no wrong and right answer because everyone we are here to learn. Okay, then we have what we call as learner's mindset. You are learner and I am the judger. Okay, so here you can see, and also we have what we call as reflecting. Okay, you need to reflect back what you have learned. Maybe later on I ask you to write a report. Then you need to write back what you have learned from this lecture. What actually the skill that you learn from this lecture. Okay, so this is what we call as reflecting. Reflect back the idea and emotion. Okay, so this is the example of reflecting statement. Okay, then we have clarify. Okay, so that's why usually I will ask you to ask question. If maybe some of the points you are not clear, so you are welcome to clarify again the statement. Need a further explanation to make sure that you understand, you are clear about the situation. So this is what we call as clarifying. Okay, when you do active listening later on and you organize a meeting with your team members, so you also need to have a active listening. Right, then this is example. And then the last one is summarizing and also sharing back. This is the part of conclusion. What the lesson learned, what it can help you to solve the problem, how you express your ideas with others. Okay, so this is the element of active listening. Okay, so you can see the example of the question here. Okay, so this is the barriers of active listening. Lack of time, dan what else? Oh, seorang leave Okay, pada yang leave tu, please anybody please inform him or her, mention why he leave the session. I need an explanation. Okay, so this is what I call as active listening. Alright, so and also we have what we have as defensive and non-defensive. Okay, class, are you okay or you want a break? Break of 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah, can Doctor.
Alright, so okay, we have a break for 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe some of you already tired. Your mind is already full. Okay, so we will continue back at 3:36.